superstars from around the world. Welcome. Welcome to Monday series number 12, my live series here every Monday. I'm so excited to see you guys. Today is a special day. Please let me know where you're signing in from. I'm Mary Setrakian, and today is special for me because I'm getting ready for my tech rehearsal for my big Singing Masterclass off-Broadway here in New York tomorrow, November 15, 2022. And the doors open at 6 p.m. and we start at 6:30 p.m. So here we are. Let me see who's here. Come let me know. Oh, I'm kind of in a rush this morning because I'm trying to get ready for my rehearsal. So as you can see, I've got my humidifier going. Hey, Isabel from Spain is here. Lillian, hello, honey. I'm so happy you're here. Hi, Amanda. Good morning. Are you feeling better, Amanda? I hope you're feeling much better. Roseanne is here. Oh my goodness, you're all coming on. This is so cool. So look at that. That's my humidifier. So here in New York, we're finally getting to have some of that, autumn weather. It's getting quite brisk. And also the air gets quite dry. So what my doctor told me, and I think it's just really interesting, when the humidity gets below, I think he said something like 32%, our bodies, because I was getting this cough out of nowhere. This was last year or a couple years ago now, maybe. And I was getting a cough out of nowhere. And he goes, no, you're not sick. He goes, your body is adjusting to the dryness. So it starts creating this phlegm and gives you a cough. So he said, go get a thermometer that tells you a device that shows you what the humidity is. Let's see if I have one nearby. Oh, I know. It's near the humidifier. Let me show you. So I go online and I get this guy. So it tells me the temperature inside, which is quite warm. Now it's 42% humidity. So, or 45, it just jumped up. So I'm in good shape, and I sleep with that at night. Anything under 40, I get the humidifier out. Now you want to make sure to clean it really, really well, because if it's not clean, then you can also be breathing, particles that you don't want, whether it's mold or whatever. So be sure to clean it really well. Just read the directions and they tell you how. And yes, so that's my first tip as I'm preparing. Oh, Amanda, I'm so glad you feel better. But JV, you've got COVID, huh? Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. Are the symptoms mild at least? I guess most people that are getting it now are getting that kind of awful flu symptoms. We are sending you healing vibes, dear JV. I know you're in South Carolina, I believe, one of the Carolinas. So we're sending you great, great healing vibes. Yeah, you're on the recovery end. Good. This is very good. Yeah. Well, I don't know if antibiotics, it's a virus. So sometimes antibiotics are only for bacterial. So be sure to check with your doctor on that. Okay, so as I'm getting ready, I thought, what an opportunity to actually warm up myself, because so I just wanted to tell you a little bit of how I've been organizing myself today, because I want you to kind of think about your preparation. We always have to prepare for performances. We have to prepare for tech rehearsals. Ciao Sabina, che bello che tu sia qua, grande. Hey Delia, hi. Oh, yes, Amanda, talking about you. That makes sense. You, my dear, need to be on antibiotics. It doesn't help COVID, but yeah, thank you for clarifying. Good. I got confused, so I'm glad you clarified, because medicine is important, but we want to make sure to take the right medicines. Okay. So today, what I did is I prepared my team lists. I made sure that I'm going to pay everybody in a timely manner. That means either at the rehearsal today. If I know my team and I've worked with them before, I often pay them in advance, because I think it's really kind to say, I appreciate your work, and to give them their money in advance. But if it's somebody you've never worked with before, just bring their cachet with you. Put it in an envelope, and you can pay them at the event or right after the event. So that's my protocol. But if you know them really well and you know they're going to show up and there's not it's really nice to pay them in advance. So then I make sure I have everything I need for the tech rehearsal tonight, which is the tech list. I already sent it by email to my team. I'm also going to print it out again after I talk to you guys. So I make sure I have the list in case anybody didn't print it out. The running order of my show. What's the order of your show? What songs are you singing? For me, I'm singing some songs. I have some surprise guest artists. I'm going to be talking in between. And then, of course, the masterclass. I have a slideshow. I have a video. So you want to get all of your items of your tech really in order. So I did that. And I've got all of the bags that I need to run out with, my computer bag, because I have to bring my computer for the slideshow and the video, and also my shoes. So what I decided too is whenever I'm warming up, I usually bring my shoes, at least to the event. I might even warm up with my shoes today as we're singing. So I'm not wearing the outfit that I'll be wearing at the theater tomorrow, but it's something close to it. It's something that, like if you're wearing a long dress, be sure to wear a long skirt. If you're wearing a short dress, be sure to practice in a short shirt, a skirt or shorts. And no matter what, everybody, you need to be wearing the shoes. Yeah, wear the shoes that you are going to be wearing the night of the show. That's for you too, guys, even if they're just, because sometimes you're wearing shoes that you don't usually walk around in the city with them, or you don't go to the grocery store in those shoes. You want to feel your legs. And I think getting into the shoes is a great way. You know how I talk about support is from the belly button down? Well, that's getting into our legs, and our shoes help us get into our legs. So I'm going to get into my shoes. They're quite high. Look at that. So they're a high shoe. So I'm going to raise this because I'm going to be suddenly taller. It's kind of fun. Woo! Wow, that's a lot of height. Can you see me? So I might sing with them and without them a little bit, but yeah. Okay, so good. Any questions so far? Pretty fun, right? I think I'm too high for the computer, so I'll take them off for now. When I leave you guys, I'm going to walk around the house in them. It's just really important to get into your legs. Okay. So we're not going to be on for the full hour today because I have to get ready, but I thought this would be really fun to give you my personal warm-up. So let's begin. So I'm not going to go through all the technique. If you're somebody brand new watching this video, just go back to the other videos because I walk us through the technique. Today, it's kind of an advanced warm up, and if you like it, you can come back to it and sing along with it again. All right, so the other thing I did this morning is I made sure I'm hydrated. When I wake up in the morning, I always drink a big glass of spring water, and I might even put in my minerals that I have just to make sure that I stay super hydrated. So make sure to have that nearby. I also made sure I had a really good, you have to eat. You have to have fuel for eating. So I'm really big on organic food. So I had my organic cereal, and then I usually, then I had my organic shake. So I had an organic banana, organic blueberries. I usually use almond milk for my shake because it has less calories, and I'm always watching my weight. So that's a way to get the calories down. And then there's a wonderful protein powder. I think I use Warrior Goddess. Garden of Earth. And it's great to get some really good protein. So I'm all fueled up, ready to go. Isn't it crazy? It takes a lot, you guys. People who don't sing or are on a stage, they think, oh, they just get up there, they do their thing, and they have fun. They're so talented, those people. We really have to think of our body as our instrument. And we're singing athletes. So we have to really consider being this athlete. Okay, good. Makes sense so far? Any question on that? I think I'm covering everything. Okay. So now we're going to get to the singing. I love to warm up, a couple hours usually before my rehearsal or before my performance. When I'm performing, what I often do, will do some exercise. I'll go for a run, I'll go for a walk, I'll do some yoga, I'll do some stretching. So that's a really great way to warm up your body. Then we're going to step into our vocal exercises. Okay. Straight up sports diet. There you go, Isabel. Yep. All right. So as usual, just like I tell you guys, I have to walk the talk. That's what I call it. If I'm talking about it, I better be doing it. We do the S. So let's do some S's together. Wonderful. Then we're going to go back and forth the S to the lip trill. I'll do this myself too. And I'm always going to start. We're not just warming up our vocal cords. We're warming up our body as the instrument, as the athlete. So what am I doing? Even though I've been doing this technique for decades now, I'm still waking up my body, reminding it that belly button down is support. So I am going to be getting into my legs for the high notes and or for the notes to just remind myself that this is my support. I'm also going to be moving my neck because I'm reminding these beautiful muscles that they don't have to clutch. So this is super important no matter what level you are. Like I said, I've been doing this for decades, and this is part of my warm-up. So I'll do maybe a high lip trill. Let's try that. I'm really making sure that my belly button's leading it up the floors, going through the pyramid shape, and continuing coming back down. That's really important. Now, I remember some of the songs I'm going to be singing in the show. I'm also going to be breaking the fourth wall, talking to the audience. So I'll be kind of playing around with, as I'm warming up, like thinking about being on this triad stage. I've been on this particular stage many, many times. So I know kind of how it feels. I know there's an exit sign. I know the light sound booth is right here. And I know kind of how big it is. I know there's the balcony up here. So I start kind of visualizing that to break the fourth wall. And then I'm also thinking of my personalizations for my songs, because I want them to be very powerful when I'm ready to go. So as you guys know, I often use my father. So, but you don't have to share with anybody who you're using, okay? That really should be your own little secret, because that's your personal work. So, but I'll probably put my dad there because I know that I'm going to be doing a song that has him there on my fourth wall. Hey Lee, great to see you, honey. Join us. I'm doing my personal warm up here. So let's do this one again. S, full octave. Tiny on top. Okay, for me, that's a B flat. That's all I need because I'm not singing really above that. I'm singing maybe an A flat. So that will work great. Okay, so now I'm going to share with you my really go-to exercise. It's a little bit of what we've done, but it's more extended. So I go back and forth from V to Va. I love warming up the E vowel and the A vowel. For me, I feel a lot of vibration on the E vowel. V, ve, va, vi, 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 vi. So I start with E because I want to really feel and trust this vibration. So this is a fifth. You got this? It's a little extended more than what we do. head all on E now. E. Now notice, I'm sorry, I'm stopping. Notice that every single one, I'm reattacking the support because it's kind of a marcato. It's not just short. It's just kind of got this little marcato on it, extended. Every single note on each one of my floors, I'm getting in my legs and releasing my head. This is such a good exercise for me personally. I love it because I'm checking the full floors and the pyramid shape, and I'm also checking in with, is my head released, and I'm checking in, are my legs connecting to the belly button, scooping in. And I've got my father on the fourth wall. So I'm just saying hey to him as I'm going along. V, 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 V. And notice the jaw and the tongue are really released. I'm going to do the same one now, and I'm going to go back and forth, V to Va. I'm using the consonant V because it's really vibrant. I'm always warming up my soprano, by the way, guys. I'm always warming up my classical voice first. That's my home base voice. So I know no matter what style I'm singing, and I'm singing in all styles tonight, belting, pop, opera. So I want to make sure everything's super warmed up. So how do I do that? I always start with my classical voice. Those of you who that's not your easy voice, it's okay. You don't have to do that first. But as I said, I'm doing my personal warm up. So there we are. Now I'm going to go back and forth, V to Va. V, Va, V, Va, V, Va, V. Now I'm going to start on A. So va, vi, va, vi. Let's see if I can keep that vibration I feel through the E vowel. And I'm going to put the A through the E channel. So this time the A vowel will be on the top note, which I really want. Va, vi, va, vi, va, va. Okay, let's try again. And I'll show you as I'm going up those floors kind of what's happening. Va, vi, va, va. It's also a great way to really keep reattacking that support. I want to make sure that my support is with me all night long. And this is a great exercise to really make sure that it's engaged. Va, vi, and if I don't feel like seeing my dad right now, if I don't feel like really focusing on the fourth wall, I'm still kind of, I see my plants over here. I see my beautiful pictures. I'm just sending it around the room. So rather than checking in and listening. Now I'm going to do one where I go back and forth, viva, but I'm going to mix it up as I like. You can mix it up too. Va, vi, va. Well, I kind of stayed with the same thing. I added an O in there, but you know. Let's see if I can get this one. Okay, same thing. Va, vi, va. Va, vi, va. Well, my B flat's not so great right now, but that's okay. Let's do it a little bit more with the legato. Let's do one down. Now I'm going to do it in legato. Let's see if we can do that. So now the belly button's going woo in like this. The staccato is a little harder to get there. That's why I wasn't as successful, but that's okay. Let's see. Let's try going through it. Okay, there's my B flat. I don't need it today, but it's there. So this is great. Okay, so now I'm going to do some runs. So the first runs I'm going to do tell you what, we've never done these runs, I think, before, but this is like a little spinning wheel here. I usually start with E because it lines up the ah vowel, and then I'm going to go up the octave with one and come back down. Okay, it's a little bit complicated, but give it a try. So want to try? Feels so good because I'm going up to those higher floors and trying to make it really sparkle. I keep moving this in sensory condition. I'm just going to get a little oil here. S. Here we go. And if I want to make sure my jaw's not connected, I kind of move it around. That's really helpful too. So that's my B flat up there. So you know what? I'm fine. All good. So now let's see. I wanted to do one more for you. It's maybe one that your chorus people have you do. Okay. So this one, we have to kind of, even though we're not taking a new breath, we want to make sure that we have this buoyant support. And I'm going back and forth from V to A. V, E, A, What they do is they don't explain to go V. Instead, you really want to release it. V, and that belly button is always the thing that's initiating for it to sparkle out. Want to try? Wow, it's really something, right? Now I'm connecting with my fourth wall. Now I'm seeing my dad. I'm seeing my mentor acting teacher. She's going to be there tonight. Susan Batson's so excited. I have a full house. Oh my God, it's basically sold out. I've got a few tickets left, but I'm so thrilled. It's going to be such a big house. So I'm sort of envisioning the house. So I feel like, okay, there's my audience. It's going to be fun. Okay, so there's my little, I feel very warmed up now. I'm going to just do some octaves, and I often like to use something that I, have in my repertoire. So I love using some Puccini. What is Dalia saying? Reminds me of viva, like live. That's right, viva, viva, viva. And the v of the V is, it's so sparkly. It just helps you kind of understand that I'm going for vibration. There's really a reason for what I choose. And the E, once again, it gets me lined up so I don't open up that ah and make it too wide and make it too dissipated. Okay. So I'm going to use from Puccini's O mio babbino caro, I'm just going to use the bello bello, that octave. Bello, bello. Now this is obviously low. So I love taking it up slowly but surely. And that's what makes it an exercise. So I just get to just enjoy the lower tones, and I just is still discovering the front passage, all the sensations through the pyramid shape. I'm gonna have a little water. You guys have some water too. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my fourth wall alive now. Loretta is speaking to her father. So I'm gonna put my father on the fourth wall. bello, bello. And in Italian, when you have two consonants like bello, you stay a little longer on those two consonants. You don't go bello, bello, you go bello, bello. I'm jumping up a tiny bit higher again. Bello, bello. Just showing you the floors. S. Bello, bello. Wow. S. See my father. Bello, bello. Good. So that's the note in the aria. So now I'm just going to sing the very first line. Oh, mio bambino caro, mi piace bello, bello. So I feel like that's all warmed up now. We want to have that adage. You don't leave your voice in the practice room. You want to get it warmed up, but you don't want to practice too much, or else, you're vocally tired by the time you get to the stage. So that's really important to remember. Now, I am doing some belting tonight. My voice kind of just goes there, but if I want to do a little bit, I could do I sama, I sama. Let's see. So if I'm doing a little bit, my go-to song that's belting, I go to a little bit of Don't Rain on My Parade. Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Putter, life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. So I'm just checking my chest voice, making sure it's nice and vibrant. To rain on my parade. So that's going to be all in chest. So notice I have my support, my breath, they remain the same. I'm just choosing which resonator. Ride rather than read. Ride. Wow. And then the B natural, we did this in the other class, that is a passaggio note. And lots of energy here, and it's got to be really squished. How much more bend out? And we're going to really, when I go down, I'm going to keep it, ladies, in that chest voice. JV, you don't have to worry about that. Men, you can keep it in your front passage. But for us ladies, we have to really focus on the chest. I'll beat my drum. So when I go up to I'll beat, that's not going to bring up full chest. It's not humanly possible, but I'm going to narrow it and put some straight tone on it. And then when I come down to the chest voice that's in the B flat, under the B flat, you'll remember this. I think it's from Monday series number 10. Be sure to go back to that because I talk about the whole thing for ladies. Okay? Your turn to back, sir. Get ready for me, love, because I'm a comer. I've got to make sure it's in my chest. I've simply got to march my heart's a drum and nobody know. So here we go. It's gonna rain. That's the B natural. That's why it sounds so exciting. He's gonna rain on my heart. So it's right there. Trying to get that chest voice in it, but it is mixing, but I'm keeping it in the laser beam from under. And you know what? I don't need to sing it out because I want to save that for later. Wow. All warmed up. Now I went really quickly, but I wanted to share with you what I do. And as you keep progressing here, if these feel like easy exercises, give them a try. Uh-oh, my humidifier stopped. Let me stop it. If you run out of water and it keeps going, it's going to burn out. So I saw it in my picture. Hello, Dr. Ramsey. Hey, Bill, how are you? Were you here for my warm up? This is really, really fun. And I got to do a little O mio babino caro, which is what I did with you back at Stanford. Oh my gosh, just a thrill. William Ramsey, Bill Ramsey, my professor and my doctor, and he played the role of Johnny Skeeky. He was Johnny Skeeky in that. So it's just really, really fun. Okay, so I am now going to get ready to run to my tech rehearsal. Anybody have any questions as I'm running off? You love the warm up, Alicia. Wonderful. Oh, I'm so glad it's helping, honey. This is fantastic. And I owe a lot to I keep saying Dr. Ramsey. He says, call me Bill, but it's just so cool, Bill. God, everything that you gave me, it's so intertwined with my technique. And I wish so much you could be here tonight. I would love to go through it with my big audience. So if you guys are in New York, don't forget to just please, you can also probably get a ticket right at the door. There might be a chance it's sold out, but just say, Mary said I could get in and I'll get you in, okay? Thank you, JV. I really will have fun. Great, Lillian. Did you enjoy that? How did those exercises feel for you? Obviously, they're very classically oriented because that's my home base. And then we can go anywhere. That's the cool part. Okay, last second for any other questions. I really appreciate you guys. Oh, good. It felt good, Lillian. This is wonderful because these are pretty advanced. You know, we're using the whole extension in an exercise. So it really shows that you understand the floors and the pyramid and the physics of singing, how to connect the support all the way through, because when we have those higher notes, we need a little extra energy of that support. And then using the fourth wall is really a wonderful addition to help us remember to send, not to check, but to send and trust and feel the vibration rather than focusing in on the sound. Isabel says it felt great and will be so helpful. Yay! Oh, you guys warm my heart every time. Okay, so I know a lot of you are not in town here, but I'm planning on doing 2 more Monday series before the Thanksgiving break and before I head off to Los Angeles, where I'll be doing my audiobook. And I'm making a big announcement at the show tonight, so I'll share that announcement with you guys next week on our next Monday series, number 13. And if you have a burning desire of what you want to focus on next week, just shoot me a message, either a DM on, you can write it here, or a DM on my Instagram account. Okay? All right, you guys. Yay, Isabel. Thanks so much for joining me here, and I'll see you next time. And those of you who are coming to New York City, I have a few Setrakianators for my quarantine voice lesson who have just flown in from Israel, from Australia, from Canada, and they're coming for tonight, and I'm just over the moon about it. Thank you, Lillian. Yeah, I'm excited about the audiobook because then you guys are going to have a voice lesson with my book in your back pocket, and you can always join me anytime. But meanwhile, here we are there. Peter! Oh my gosh, you're here! You sweetie. Well, I went straight to my warm-up, honey. We didn't do any, kind of teaching. If you want to check the other ones out, you can see it. But thank you. Thank you for being here. This man, Peter Onorati, he's a famous actor. And I got to work with him a few times in rehearsal, I got to work with him in class, and he's just like the best. Okay. Lee, you might be there. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going to be greeting everybody at the door with your programs. So be sure to tell me it's you, honey, okay? Okay, awesome, Peter. Do check back. I adore you. You're the best in the world. Okay, guys. Thank you for saying hi. Oh my gosh, I just got so nervous because you guys are so cool. There's just so many awesome people in the world, and I get to know you. Yeah, be sure to say hi, Lee. I remember seeing your video, so I should recognize you, but be sure to tell me because I'm sure my head will be in the clouds. It's just going to be such a great night. Thank you, Delia. Yes, we'll break legs, knocking on wood. Everything's cool. And I'll see you guys next week. Okay. All right. Bye for now. Thanks for joining me. See you soon.